Okay. So today we are going to do the seats. So I have a few ideas how to do the seats properly this time. So the two functions that we want in the seats is basically back and forth and the reclining seat. So for the reclining seat, we are going to use these here. So these are for the seats for the reclining function. Um, for the back and forth, we're gonna use not gears, but something much more pedestrian, let's say. My idea here was that we would simply use, come a little bit closer, we would simply use a lift arm, mounted sideways, and then we would have a half a stud axle going in here, and that would be enough because axles will not dislodge from the rail. We can have two, and this is gonna be okay, I think. Now the issue will be where to position this and how much room we can take up with all of this. But since we have a lot more room here than in the charger, should be fine. Okay, I can see again. Yeah, and the mounting points on the body, of course, are symmetrical, so it's gonna look neat and tidy. I mean, should look neat and tidy. We are going to use probably this one and this one, and then those here in the back that you cannot see. But that's my general idea. Now let's see about the execution of this. So this is what we are working with. So that's what. Oh, we have to determine first. We have to determine the width of this. So what do we have? The width of this can be, so it's symmetrical, and I cannot see anything. So it's like, yeah, the seats are going to be like 7 studs here. That's the central. 7 studs is, stay, come on. Okay, so 7 studs is kind of what the come on, what the center line goes down to this pin. So we have like what, or does it? No, it goes down to this one. So we have like 3 studs in each direction. Is this wide enough? I wonder. So 7 stud seats. Let me put on the door to determine if this is okay or not. So, yep, pretty much, because the door is like doesn't allow us to have a seat that is much wider. So, yeah, the 7 stud seat is gonna have just enough clearance between the gears here and itself, And if we have some fancy, you know, in the backrest, we can have it a little bit wider. If we can have something fancy here, it'll be tight. It'll be tight. But yeah, 7 studs should be fine. The main limitation, of course, is the central cardan shaft, but there's nothing I can do. It cannot be narrower. Oh well. Okay. That's a bit unexpected, but right. So, 7 stud seats. First, let's do some theoretical arrangements on how we are going to do the rails. You should probably come a little bit closer to the action here. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to assault you with some orange plates. Orange panels, sorry. One per side should be enough. There, we don't need anything too complex here. Just so that we have a recreation of the car's floor. Not entirely. Sorry. The car's floor extends 1 stud further. So this is the limitation. Yep. In order to not confuse me, I'm going to put these on as well, so that I know where the limit is. So like this. And here. Okay, so I know exactly where we need to be. This is the center of our seat. There. Okay, now we know where we are. So my idea was to make the rails one stud above this. So approximately here. We can use this for the front mount, and then the rear mounts I'm gonna have like here. And with this, let's say. So these are what, 13, right? Yeah. So now, ideally, we would have those mounted in this direction, and then the under them we would have rail guides under them and above them, and we would have like a mechanism here inside that would just basically put an axle into them. Should be relatively easy to do, I think. So let's try and do it. I want basically, we would have like rollers here underneath. These will slide up and down. Rollers here underneath, and then we need something that's gonna hold the mechanism that's gonna click into this. It's gonna be just, I think, one pin is enough. We don't need them on both sides. We just need rails on both sides. So I'm gonna just mount these so that they don't slide around, because then, you know, they're gonna be all over the place. Yeah, let's do this. There. This is just a prototype, of course. So we are trying to test to make the geometry work, and then once we have this figured out, we can improve it. Maybe the mounting points here, you know, after we're done, will be different. I bet a lot of things here can be optimized, but in this very specific moment, I do not care about this. I just want the mechanism to work. So, sorry, while I'm changing the boxes here. Okay. So these go under here, like that. We could theoretically not use these, which would be even better, and use axles. So we would use these. Okay, that would make it easier for us to have the central thing here. So the idea here is the following. So this slides back and forth. We obviously would have one in the back as well, and then on this here we have the mechanism, the rod mounted that slides a little bit left and right, that releases the catch here. So now let's make the catch here. So if we go with the rod straight forward, no, we need, hold on. It needs to be simple to make, so it's not gonna be confusing to build for people. This could be it. And then we need course something. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just, you know, silly. Just a prototype. This and this, just to demonstrate what I actually want to do. So, you see, now we have a spring that holds this in, and by its own, it's not gonna go anywhere. Only a small spring force is required. It's not gonna go anywhere because the lift arm here, the lift arm, the axle here, does not have any tapers or anything. So if we have just a small spring force, it doesn't need much. Just a small spring force, it's really not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, just a small spring force. It's basically all that's needed. I mean, if we would complicate this a little bit, because you know we are all about complication, we would actually involve some gears here. We would involve some gears, and we would have one of those catches on both sides. So this couldn't happen at all, you know. This couldn't happen at all. The problem is that we also want to incorporate this into the seat base. So this is also going to be in the seat base because the handle for rotating this in and out is going to be exactly here. You know, this is gonna be where we adjust the seat back. So adjust the reclining seat, and it's gonna be somewhere here. I don't know. Maybe if this is as far forward as it goes, then we can have it behind it. So yeah, this maybe be more ideal. We just have to see how far behind this is. But I guess this doesn't need much movement to recline the seat a lot. So I would probably place it somewhere here, just behind this part, which would be as far in front of this as possible. So this would be here, basically. This would sit here, as low as possible. And of course here in the back is going to be our second rail. That's something I had. I had something like that in mind. The question is, of course, the height here. We already are at 3 studs, and I would probably not want to go above 4, because with 4 studs the seat is already going to be quite high. Maybe still in scale. Let me check. If we have this at 4 studs, and I'm just checking from the side. Yeah, 4 studs is quite the most that we can have the seat. So 4 studs is the highest we can have it. Okay, so since we have this here, we will basically move this to the other side so that this gear combo can be in line with the rail. This of course means that we need to be creative here. You know what I mean? Let me change this to an 8 probably. That's gonna be the right one. Yeah. Okay, so this gear here can sit inside of the rail and be in line with this. So on top of this, we can just place the seat material, or whatever we do for the seating, whatever. Or we could place this here in the seat itself, but I don't think like this. Maybe no. And then we would no. That's not gonna work. Needs to be here. Needs to be here. There's no better place for it. This is exactly the level it needs to be at. But then we have to deal with this. So okay. Yeah, of course we need a lever here. That's no problem. Come on. Click in. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that would be kind of our lever, and the seat is kind of fixed. And then we do this and let it, let it go, and then the spring is gonna make it click in wherever it wants. Of course, this here needs some work, because where it is now, once the seat is further in, it's useless. So we need to basically place the lever here, which is not really a problem. And we can also then think about how to make it use the spring. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so the other thing is, now that we have this in this way, come on. Okay, and we basically pull the lever here. We cannot see, it goes into the wrong way. So what do? Well, we mirror this. So nothing too fancy, just that this part is gonna catch onto the other side. And then when we dislodge it, this goes to the front instead of the back. In theory. Yeah. Yeah, this should be a workable solution. The lever now isn't obstructed by this. You pull it to the front, and you move this, and then the spring pulls it back in. And the spring can be mounted on this here. We can mount it, here in the front, right in the front, down to this, or have something here, a rubber band here, and that's gonna be fine. So that's one thing that's solved. So I don't have to think about having a spring here. Now about this. how to make this smaller if we want, you know, if we want those gears to be sitting here. Yeah, okay. Now we can turn it to the other side because, yeah, it's here. So this gear is okay. This isn't, because this gear would be in the horizontal position as it is now, would be exactly where this is. But ideally we would have it even further down. So ideally we would have it facing down. Now what are our options? Our options of course are to lift it up just enough that it faces down and that it, come on, and that it kind of doesn't interfere with this here. That's one way. The other way would be to actually move those rails down. So those rails would be not basically not here, but they would touch the floor. The problem there is that I have then nothing to catch on this here. But we can make it work because we can actually use axles as a guide on the outside of this. We can use basically the following configuration. We would use something like this. So this is a 12-stud axle. Yeah. There. And then on the outside, our seat would slide on this. The rail would be basically on the floor. And, you know, we can attach this to this wherever we like. There's options. And I think this would be pretty good. Pretty good. So this would basically lower everything here by one stud, making allowing us to have this in this position exactly, even facing a little bit down, without this mechanism here interfering with it. And I think that would be fine. So let's remove this. We are not going to use it in this capacity, and make another one of these. Yeah, another one of these. They would be, well, long, I guess, but we're experimenting. We're not set on our design yet, so, you know. And maybe I could use some parts that are not black in order for us to actually see anything, because as this is a prototype, some more vivid colors might help us see stuff. It's just black on black. This is not an AC/DC song. Okay, so now we have to think about what we do here. So we have the rail. Yeah, we're gonna use these here, theoretically. So we put four of them onto the rail. Okay. And the rail. Ah, come on. Okay. I mean, I love the fact that they snap in so tight, but sometimes this is a smidge too much. Okay. So these would be our rails. How can we? Oh, very convenient. Very convenient. So here in the back, you basically attach them with these. I mean, okay. I cannot go past this point because here is already the. Where did I go wrong? 7. Ah, there. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so I can make my custom attachment here. Okay, so I would like them to be here exactly. As far back. Wait. Here exactly. Okay, as far back as possible. Like this. Okay, so I use these two attachment points here. Okay, no problem. So I basically use this. Like this. Okay. And here in the front well, I don't know, we probably attach them here. Since the sliding mechanism cannot go beyond this point anyway. We can, yeah, we can use this attachment. Or do I, wait a minute. Wait a minute, would it be more beneficial to do it like this? Yes, absolutely. This is gonna be better for mounting this. Less a complication. Far less. Okay. Okay, so now we make another one of this. Yeah. That's gonna be fine. I think. Hey Ben, we are making seats. actually. Come on. Okay, there. Seat base. I think it's pretty solid. Slides nicely, you know. 7 studs wide. Now let's go for this. So, as we said before, I'm gonna put this on. This is just a prototype. I would like this to be, you know, a little more compact, little better looking. So if we have this here, let's say we have this here. Well, obviously I cannot go further than this, and my sliding capacity is going to be limited, of course, by this lever. But I think that's, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot of sliding. We don't need the whole length. I mean, even in the real car, you know, this is a lot. So, you know, we're gonna use like this. This is gonna be the whole range. We don't need any more. So this is gonna be fine. So the first problem is here in the front. Once we're here, the seat cannot be adjusted anymore. So we have to limit this. Yeah, here it goes. So as far as I can see, I think our limit, our maximum adjustment with this setup would be like 4 holes. 4 holes, yeah. Maybe we should add a 5th one, but then we have to redesign this a little bit. So this would allow this lever mechanism to operate. It's possible. It's possible. Absolutely. But do we really need more? Do we really need more? If I'm here at the back, so this means that these two guys can be only 4 studs apart from each other, so that they travel together. I wanted them to be like 5 studs apart, but I guess 4 is good enough. Especially if we maybe do this. No, we do this. Okay. So okay. Now we need to just limit it from going further forward, which means that we can actually use different rails. We can use shorter rails, which is fine. Our rails can be then shorter, and the rail length basically limits the travel so that they don't hit this. So we can have, like, I'm holding my finger here, we can have our range of adjustability would be this, front and back for the seat. I think that's pretty okay. It's 4 studs of travel. I think that's okay. That's the range is pretty good for seat adjustment. Even, you know, considering the scale in a real car, think that's about it. And we have, you know, we are going to set it up to be realistic anyway, so this is just for show. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. So let's limit this. We can have like 3 studs shorter, so this is gonna be here. Wait a second. Wait a second. So maybe I can put just this here. Yes. This will be here. This guy can be now yeah, just 13 studs. 13 studs. Yeah. 13 studs. Okay, let's do it. And here in the back, I'm also going to change things. So we're going to use this, of course, instead of instead of this. And we need 13 studs. Wait, before we take this apart, there is probably some room for optimization before we even start. Hold on. Okay. Come on. So, wait. Now we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna use connectors to attach the rails. This gives us some options. So here in the front, that's the furthest we can go. So the connector is gonna limit this guy, and we can have a connector here. So this is like what? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a 9er axle. A 9er axle will be here. Niner axle. We could theoretically use a 9er lift arm here. 9er lift arm. So here in the back, the mounting position is the same. Here in the front, yeah, because we cannot do it because of the front. Of course, we need to use the 13 stud in order for us to allow the gap here between the mount and our lever, so it can move. Okay, I mean, I'm okay with it. So this thing basically mounts like this. Yeah. Okay. And we need another one. There. 9er axle. Now I can disassemble this. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. I have to. Okay. So basically, I was searching for these two. So these would probably be the seat base. So we can have the pivot for the seats here mounted on them, and they would slide forward because, you know, this is not optimal. It's short. Now, of course, we need to determine where this is gonna be. I have no idea. I will just eyeball it right now. It it'll probably be wrong, but you know. Where's the other one? Oh. Okay, yeah, okay. I was a tiny bit confused. No, I still am. Needs to be on the inside here. Like this. This. And this is gonna be here. Okay. Okay. So that's the movement we can achieve with sliding, with four distinct positions. Okay. There's something that's gonna be problematic, I think. Not sure. Where do you want this to be? Ah, that's the other question. More to the front, more to the back. I think it should be like this. Yeah, like this, and then there's no problem. Okay, I was being too dramatic. The other side. The other side is gonna be here. There. Okay. we need to move this. This needs to be one stud higher. Needs to go over. Ah. Okay. What? Okay. There. There. Ah. Too soon. Ah. Now I'm in trouble. Okay. There. Okay. Now we are going to use this. So it's 1, 2. Okay. 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 I mean, you know, it's good enough. You know, it works. Come on. Yeah. There's some scope for improvement, but in theory, it works. Now to the other problem. So this guy here now has the room to be here. But the problem I see here is that it's too far back. It should be more like this, more like here. Can it be? No, it cannot, because then we would have the back of the seat here, you know, and then, you know, this would let's demonstrate this. This would basically this is the seat back, and then our boy here would act on this, you know, and would basically do the following. Now we need to do it like this, so it's kind of a reclining seat. Yeah. Hold on. Let's do some improvements here. First, we are gonna use this bush, and then we're gonna use a bigger lever. Yeah, so we would have it like this. Probably here. So this would be fully reclined, not the whole way, as otherwise we cannot do this. You know, that would be kind of the mechanism that I'm looking for. Of course, we have to think of the fact that here in the front we have like this. So if we want to do this, we need to move them as far to the other side as possible, so this has room to do this. And we just may have the room to do this. So this could be here. So this has room to move. We have this handle which will be placed here. So this would be basically, come on. Okay. Yeah, so this would be the edge of the seat, basically. Yep. This would be the front edge of the seat. Here would be your legs. And this has to be like here. So it's like 3. Just a second. 3, 4. Everything is always so on the edge. Too close for comfort. But maybe it's gonna turn just right. Maybe we get lucky. What are the odds? Right? I mean, what are the odds for us to get lucky? Slim, but it's been worse. Mm. Okay. This is just enough movement. Just enough. Couldn't be any better if we tried. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go back again. Okay. There. But there. 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 So essentially we have all of the functions that I wanted. So movement back and forth. And then reclining seats. What we have to do now is put this exact contraption in the car and see about the overall dimensions of it. Maybe we can have this higher, maybe not. Maybe this is too high and we have to do something about it. You know, I'm gonna eyeball the dimensions. You know, it's a seat, Marco. It's a seat with basically the main functions that we want. So reclining back, and then you know, kind of working retraction mechanism. But you see, we need to do something about this. It's preventing, if it's fully retracted, yeah, it's kinda interfering. So if this here was one stat higher, not one stat higher, if this was, you know, made like this, it would be no problem. So what can we do? What can we do here? We should not use this because this is too high. If we place this higher, then it doesn't have enough leverage. We could place this one stud further back, but this still wouldn't give us, depending on the angle here, you see, it still wouldn't give us the freedom here. So we need to engineer something with this. Let's see. If we go like one stud back, the problem is going to be here on the other side. because of this. That's where the problem is going to arise. But we can use this, and we have one stud further. Yeah, no, we are going to use these here. These are going to lift this enough. But before I disassemble this to fit those, I'm going to put the whole assembly into the car to see, you know, what the dimensions are. If does it even fit? Let's check it out. So that would be, come on, like that would be as far front as it goes. And then, come on, light, don't fuck with me. Come on. I think we actually nailed it. It's pretty much perfect. So this would be the seating position as far forward as it goes. Imagine here we're gonna have something covering this, the gears, and then the seat back is gonna be basically, lift arms, and then we're gonna have some panels on the side suggesting, a anatomical seat back. And I think the position is pretty much where it needs to be. Pretty much. Very good. So now we need to change those to allow all of the movements. And then we shape the seat. Okay. Some disassembly required. Oh, make us a mechanism that allows this. The winder could be at the hinge, of course. I would love it to be here. It would, if the whole mechanism could be in the back of the seat, with the winder here. But then I don't know how to achieve the movement that we demonstrated. how would you have the reclining back like this and this? I don't see it, to be honest. Mm. Well, Doug, if you have the idea, can you post? It in the Discord? I'm gonna look at it and we'll see. Mhm. Okay, that's my mistake here. Okay. I knew something was wrong now. Okay. There. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, here it is. Okay. Come on, lad. Okay. I mean, I will change something here in the rear, in order for us to have not just this one lift arm sticking out, but we're gonna have like a center one and then two more or something. How far? How high does this even need to be? Let's check it out. Maybe it was far enough. Oh, okay. Now it can go all the way back. Okay, yeah. Now we have the whole range of movement. Why does it not? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. Let's put it in the car and see. I want to see how high the back rest need to be. Maybe this is okay. Maybe it's not. Looks okay-ish, but I think the backrest has to be exactly level with the belt line of the car, and then what sticks above the belt line of the car is going to be the headrest. So we're going to make this shorter. By how much? By 2 studs, maybe. Yeah, 2 studs should do it. Yeah, I think it's 2 studs. But let me take a look at some pictures on the internet of the Sierra interior. How high does it need to be? All right. It's that high. Sport seats. Perfect height. Perfect height. We don't have to change a single bit regarding the height of this. Yep, it's perfect. Perfection itself. Well, no, let's not go ahead of ourselves. So, first let's see about the seat back. Obviously, the seats are gonna be a different color than black, but I'm gonna use black right now. So we're gonna well, Ben, how would I achieve the same that I have now if I put the mechanism on the back? I don't know. It's the real life mechanism works completely different than this. You know, it's basically a very interesting mechanism that we cannot replicate in Lego like this. I know it would. I know it would. I would love it to have it, but I don't see this happening. It's not as easy as you would think. You know, because if I have this in the back itself, it's going to be extremely weird because that's not how you do it. You could have it like the real car seats in the seat axis, so exactly here, but the mechanism to do this is way too big for Lego to replicate. So I'm fine with this. You know, we're gonna have some panel, you know, something like this, for example. You know, this is gonna go over it, and it's gonna make, you know, it's not gonna be a problem. See, it's not a problem at all. It's high enough. I mean, this is exactly the height that we need. So there's really no issues here. And it works. Everything here suddenly works without really being problematic, and I like this. It's kind of cool. Of course, the mount points may not be ideal, but I don't see them being any, I mean, better. Yes, of course we could do this, you know, and then mount one connector here, but then I don't know how to mount this connector here. So, you know, this is kind of unifying them both. Um, do it, make it in CAD. I'm open to all ideas, but I think this idea is kind of the most compact, because I don't want a thick seat back, and you know, I want how do you call it in German, Liegesitze, you know, with the actuator here. That's impossible, and the lever you would have would stick here out enough, and would be very unrealistic. Now, ideally, we would have a mechanism that would also allow us, like we discussed in the charger, to basically tilt the seat back, the seat to the front, to allow the back passengers entry. But you know, we this would basically completely destroy the beauty of those seats. So I'm not gonna do it. Mm. What? It's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah. So, um, the seat back. Okay, it's like this. So we have this and this and this. Okay. 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 So this is the seat back. Um, Now, excuse me that the seat is gonna be, well, not uniformly colored, because I don't have all of the colors that I probably would want or need. But you know, we are gonna, of course, butcher one of those. And probably I'm gonna use those. Wait, maybe we need to. Maybe we need both. So, my idea would be now to have something here in the front. These are like 6 studs. These are 6 studs. Okay, maybe not both, because maybe I would like to have, you know, since this is a, well, not race car, but it's a sports car. You know, I would maybe like to have side supports on the seats. They would be like this, I guess. Yeah. This. So these are 4 studs, and this is 3 studs. So this would be like this. Yeah, something like this. Basically, we need an attachment point for this here in the front, which would be here. Exactly here. Okay, so we need to be creative with this here. We need basically to make room for the axle, you know, for the axle to go here. So with this in mind, how do we do that? It shouldn't be impossible. You know, we basically want an attachment point for this here. You see the geometry. This is exactly where we want the attachment point to be. And now we need to engineer it in. I mean, I would like to do something with an attachment point with those legs here. Here it would be possible. I can see stuff happening here on this side. The problem is here on this side. Just a second. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think I have found the solution. There is a piece that could allow us to do this. These. these here, we need what? 1, 3. Yeah, okay. We need there. So we would use this. Here we would use this. There. Now we can disassemble this. Now let's see. Is there room for the gear? Yes, there is. I mean, I don't quite like these as much. These here are gonna be changed. We're gonna use the other ones that have here another stud because we need it. This looks promising. This looks promising. And you know, we can extend this since at the base of the seat we have 8 studs free. We're gonna extend this. It's gonna be easier to operate. Like this. And we can, at this point, we can move this further back. So it holds it in a lot more, and now you know it cannot move. Very good. Come on. Okay. So now we can mount the side stuff. Now something. I have no idea how to mount this. So we need to mount this to a fixed point, which we are going to find here. It's gonna be probably 3 studs. Not. Let's find out. Yeah, 3 studs. 3 studs it is. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna use this one, and we can replace it with something else later. Yep. Perfect. Doesn't interfere with the seat mechanism. Well, it does. Yeah. It does when it's when it's going in full reclining mode. See, at exactly this point, that's the limit. So the cylinder wants to rise up, but can't because of this. Now we have 2 choices. Do we, do we limit it more? So do we leave this here, or do we just use this guy and have the gap here? I would say we leave the gap. Then again, we can use this. So this way, you see, he can move past it, there. And we still have this, because we have to think of mounting the side bolsters. Okay, now we need something to cover this part here for the S. And of course here in the front we're gonna have, instead of this, we're gonna have 3 stud. No, a 4 stud. 4 stud axle. that. And now we need a panel or something to cover the ass part. You know, so it kind of covers it in this position if we want to go to this extreme, of course. If we don't, we go this extreme, you know, yeah. Um, uh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, we can use this. What do we use here? We use it like this. Like this. Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, the seat, it was bothering me that the seat is multicolored, so I'm gonna rectify this. Does this work? That's the other question. Yeah. Okay. No. Doesn't work. Would be ideal if it did. It does not. However, this. And one more. Perfect. Perfect. There. I think I used all the black ones in the charger, so I don't have any. But at least I can make it somewhat presentable. So I don't know. Looks somewhat comfortable to me. This is straight, not exactly to my liking, but you know, what can I do? Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. We're good. Now the back of the seat. We have some more parts left. What can we do here? Do we really want this? No. This maybe, yeah. This we maybe want. But we basically want the bolster to be here. It would be this. Yeah, it would slim down towards the bottom. Mm. No. I'm gonna similar technique to what Lego used. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I think we're gonna use a number four. No, we need a 5 slot. Sorry. You know what hurts me the most here? The most problematic thing for me here is the weight we're adding. That's what irks me the most. We're adding, in my eyes, unnecessary weight, but you know, if we want to make a believable model, that's what we need. The last one needs to be omitted. Yeah. We are going to place it here in the back. It's gonna be like this. Yeah, it's gonna be good enough. Here. What I need here. What do I need here to be for this to be as efficient as possible? Well, obviously we're gonna need these. Not quite, because I want something else, of course. There. And here on top, I need, of course, the headrests. They're gonna be here. And these are gonna be mounted here in the middle. By what? This, but then we need something else, which we are gonna add here at the bottom. Okay, I think we have it figured out. There. Okay. And here we have there we have this guy. There. Forgive me the stripes, but I think this should be pretty much it. Let's fit this bad boy into the car. And I think the seat base is too long, but yeah, it probably is, but okay. So our seat. Let's see, is it in the middle? Yes, it's in the middle. Do we have room to recline it? Yes, we do. Okay, so that's the old lady spec. Let's see, there. And now I think that's the movement is more than enough. What do you think? I think I mean, it needs to be color coordinated. Of course, it's the colors now are not okay, but I think we've done a reasonable job. I'm pretty sure that in CAD we can, you know, well, Christian can maybe make it better, but I think we kind of got the basics right, you know. Maybe to make it look smaller, the seat base smaller, we're gonna omit this piece here. It's gonna look better, yeah, probably. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. So it's visually shorter, you know. Yeah, let's mount the door and see if everything clears. Perfect. There's no interference from the door. It's just about right. You see here our the gap is just between the door and the gears is just right. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, that looks okay. Maybe the seat back could be smaller, but I don't know. And maybe those headrest mounts can be closer together, so that the headrest, you know, this bit can be just one stud high and not look too goofy. Yeah, that's something I need to work on. But yeah, pretty I'm pretty happy. And that's it for the stream tonight. That's it for the stream. Come on. We are gonna continue on Friday, of course, at the regular time. We still need to do many things, but the big things are all done. So we've done. We need to do many visual things, but the main things that had to be done are all engineered, and that's pretty good. We need to design the headlights. You know, headlight sockets are still empty. I'm waiting for parts for this part here. Should be here by Friday, I think. This is gonna be white, of course. All of those parts are in the mail. Come on. And of course, once all of this is gonna be white, it's gonna look completely different. This car is gonna be transformed. Come on, light. Don't do this. Come on. It was repaired, but it seems that it needs a little bit more work. Yeah, the connection, the soldering connection is kind of not crap, but it needs reinforcement. So yeah, that's it. I'm pretty happy with the result. It looks pretty realistic, or let's say realistic enough. Would you take a seat in this cockpit? I would. We could maybe do pedals. We need to make the panel under the steering wheel. I'm happy. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I see you on Friday.